Welcome back to part 2 of the March Dollar Tree Empties. Sorry wasn't able to bring the boys back with me, but we came back late from the lacrosse game, later than I would have expected, and they were already asleep in the car, so they came right in the house and got right back in bed. So let me get started. This is the Dial Liquid Hand Soap, and this fragrance is the yellow raspberry and black sugar. And this was a great scent, as well as this hand soap is very moisturizing. So I was happy when the Dollar Tree had more of, there was a blue fragrance, a blue scent, excuse me. I know the color of the liquid hand soap was blue that I picked up this month. I was really glad they had more because I was quite surprised about these 8 fluid ounces of Dial liquid hand soap. It is as thick to me as like the Bath and Body Works and smells just as nice. So if you see it, pick it up. The Glade air freshener sprays. This is a 8-ounce can, and this one actually feels like there's something in there. Okay, but this smells great. It was the blooming peony and cherry. It does the job as far as killing a scent. These were used mainly in the boys' bathrooms, so it can kill the scent in there. It smells great. I think it lasts for a while. I wouldn't say or know if it's like up to an hour, but it does linger. It also will linger out into the hallway. So if you've never tried the Glade, and I noticed my Dollar Tree doesn't have any more of these, they're now carrying Airwick. But if they get these Glade in there again, I'm going to make sure I grab more of them. Okay, so the Bolero, this was the Bolero bath and shower gloves. And let me show you the pair I have that I haven't used yet. But these bath and shower gloves work great. They're good for exfoliating your skin. You can really tell when you use these with your bath soap or body wash that, when you get out, you can feel your skin a little smoother. And I can also tell you that those type of gloves are great for also exfoliating if you shave or wax any area on your body. It will help with you not getting razor bumps. So if you see those gloves, and I noticed that the Dollar Tree has also come out with their own brand of those gloves, pick them up. They really work well. If you don't like using them all the time, you'd rather prefer to use a washcloth, just use them after shaving or a couple days after shaving your legs, bikini area, because they will help with you not getting razor bumps. It helps that top layer of skin, come off so that your hair can just grow out again. This nightlight. This was an LED nightlight that I put in the boys' room. And the nightlight works well when it does have the AAA batteries in the back of it. My boys, I don't know what they did, that they rubbed the knobs down off the inside of this. Instead of them just keeping it on the wall and not messing with it, they kept taking it off. And somehow they rubbed the knobs off on the inside, so this doesn't even stick on anymore. And that's how you would stick it onto the wall. That's how it would stay on there. So I can tell you the light works great, but it is not terror-proof. Yes, for 3 rowdy boys, that is not a good light to have in their room. So the Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Detoxifying Charcoal Mud Mask. This is actually a mud mask that you squeeze out and put on your face. I left this on for about 15 minutes. That's like always my maximum time, of leaving on a mask. And this worked great. Once you wash it off, my skin felt really smooth. I'm saving the next one I have to kind of use around the time when I'm on my cycle, so I can see if it helps with the acne bumps I kind of get around that time. So I would suggest, though, if you saw that in the Dollar Tree and grabbed one and haven't used it yet, or you see them in your drugstore, your local drugstore, pick one up. Don't hesitate. The Rich Radiance Cocoa and Shea Butter Treatment Mask. Now, this is a treatment mask that actually, when you take it out, it's like a piece of paper that has the treatment, the cocoa and shea butter treatment all on it. It's a wet. So you stick it on your face. You have holes for your eyes, as it shows in the picture. And you leave it on. I left it on for 15 minutes, like I said. So when you take it off and then you rinse out all that off, your skin feels soft and nice as well afterwards. So both of those treatment masks did their job. This is the Palmolive Soft Touch, and that was almond milk and blueberry. It was a 10 fluid ounce container, so it's not that big of a container. But it's a thick liquid dishwashing liquid soap, and you can tell it's definitely supposed to be moisturizing your hands when you use it. So I love the smell of it. So I would say I would purchase it again. Just most of the time, you're always trying to get the most of a product for your money. So that's hard to buy this a lot of times when you're in the Dollar Tree, because you see other dishwashing liquid soaps that have more of a quantity. Okay, so these Playtex Fresh and Sexy before and after intimate wipes, there were 24 that came in here. This is actually a old Dollar Tree purchase for me. I think I purchased this like last year. But I finally ended up finishing up using these this month. And I can say these were thumbs up. Whether it was for his or her, they did the job and they worked. Okay. So these gardening gloves, these are the gardening gloves I purchased from the Dollar Tree. They look horrible. You can see my fingers bust through. I mean, literally, I probably could say I was a big kid out there playing in the dirt. I used these for doing things that I probably could have used a shovel or a trowel to do, you know, the hand shovel or trowel to do. Instead, me like being my first time back out in the yard and doing some gardening, I just went, you know, all hands in, and I was digging in the I was patting down soil with my hands. So if you're not as rough as I am, and as well, the fit of these gloves were not the best for me. I have very long fingers and hands. I could palm a woman's basketball. So if your hands are you have small, medium hands, and you're also a dainty person, you're a gardener who you know you shouldn't be digging in the soil with your gloves, they probably will work fine for you. For me, I probably need like some mechanics gloves the next time I go back out in the garden, or at least some sturdier gloves, maybe from like Home Depot or Lowe's. This is the Handy Flame Lighter, and mine is still working. I use it to light candles. I think I've probably had this for at least 30 days. So this is a great lighter. Again, this was called the Handy Flame Lighter. I'm sorry I didn't keep the packaging, but that was a great purchase from the Dollar Tree. I also purchased this from the Dollar Tree and remembered to use it this month. I had it in my basement, and I was like, oh yeah, Sonya, you should be using that in your lint trap or your dryer. So as you can see, when I did use it, and I'm very good with cleaning out my lint trap with my dryer. I'm always worried about like a dryer fire starting from your dryer and you not cleaning out the lint trap. So when I stuck this in there, I was kind of surprised that it was pulling out. I guess there is lint that falls off even when you pull that lint trap out, and that sits down in the lint trap area. So I was using this to pull out lint. I even pulled out a old Sassy and Chic fashion nail that somehow got in there. So again, great buy if you see that at the Dollar Tree, to use it and clean out your lint trap of your dryer. Okay. The In-Wash Fragrance Brewsters by Home Bright work great. This is the clean, fresh scent. I love using this. I'm so glad that the Dollar Tree had it. I hope they bring it back, because when you compare it to like Purex crystals, this was a great buy, and it smells really good. The Reach Essentials Anti-Cavity Fluoride Rinse. It has 6-in-1 benefits. This was the Arctic Mint flavor. I'm down to the last little bit. It's not strong like Listerine. I love the taste of it. I believe it's doing its job. Haven't had any complaints of anybody telling me my breath didn't smell good. And a lady in the Dollar Tree told me she likes using this before she brushes her teeth. And her belief is that it helps her in between her visits to the dentist. So the satin pillowcase that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree, the Home Collection. Love these satin pillowcases. I washed them when I brought them home, and I've been using my satin pillowcases. I bought this in here so I could show you it. Even after washing it, that was my worry. Like, am I going to wash it and it's going to feel hard? Still feels so soft. So, you know, satin pillowcases are great for protecting your hair and not drawing the moisture out of your hair like cotton pillowcases do. So, okay. The 2-in-1 Toothpaste Mouthwash by Colgate, and this was the whitening with stain lifters. That is a 4.0 6-ounce container. And I remember, I think when I bought this, I had Googled this. And I think this is the same size that they also sell in the local drugstore. But I like this toothpaste. It's not a strong tasting toothpaste. I think it did its job as far as the whitening. I kind of use so many things trying to keep my teeth white. Also like baking soda, even with my toothpaste. But I like the taste of it. So I did purchase another one recently because they have a new flavor in the Dollar Tree. The Candle Cafe Frappe. And this was the salted caramel frappe and the white chocolate frappe. These candles have great throws. No complaints here. Salted caramel frappe is not as strong as the white chocolate frappe or even the mocha frappe. You can just, even when these aren't burning, you can smell these candles in the room. They are really nice, but they do the job. You see I burned these down to the last drop. So definitely a great purchase at the Dollar Tree. If you can get to your Dollar Tree and they still have them, pick some up. The Assured Hair Removal Wax Strips. These are very small strips that come in this 3-pack, so I would assume that mostly you probably use them for your face, but they do the job, and I didn't break out at all from using them. Okay, let's see. And then there are these Sassy and Chic Fashion Nails. Now, I didn't use the 2 thumbnails. I mean, it comes 12 in here. I actually had some, I think I had about 4 left over. So I only ended up using 8 out of these 12 nails. I didn't put any on my thumbs because my thumbnail has a little more length than the actual nail itself. And I didn't want to cut down my nails. So I just painted I used, I think, white paint on one and gold on another of my own. It was a very good match. But I must say that, when I clean, I don't think about throwing gloves on my hands. I've bought the Brillo Dollar Tree gloves, the little pretty ones that have the polka dots. And I broke through those, got a hole through those. So I just have, given up on using gloves when I clean. I know I should because it probably, all those cleaning products are very abrasive on my hands and probably dry my hands out. But because of that, and I just get, to cleaning, the gold color kind of broke down quickly on these nails for me. They did stay on properly as long as you file your nails before using them. Make sure you don't have any oils or anything on your nails. And if it popped off, I just put, glue on it again and put it back on, and it seemed to pretty much stay on. So maybe, too, that could have been user error. Me not putting on as much glue in the beginning or holding it down quite as well. But the Sassy and Chic nails, they were not that bad. Again, they're not going to really last if you don't use gloves when you're cleaning. Because I did one day of cleaning the kitchen, and it really tore the color of these nails up. Let's see. I guess I'll talk about this real quick. The Martinellis Sparkling White Grape. I always am grabbing the, I think it's the apple. I'll grab, I think there was a berry something. But I was quite, when I drank this, it reminded me that you don't get the white grape that often. And this is an awesome flavor of the Martinellis. So if you like drinking that, you've got to try the Martinellis White Grape. Let me see if I have anything around the corner. Okay, and then I'll speak about this real quick and stop this video so it's not too long. And I'm going to have to do a part 3 with you, hopefully when the boys wake up. But I picked up these, you're supposed to put these in the cabinet. You can lay these down in the cabinet. And I had a lot of these down in the cabinet, but they move for me when I feel like when I'm reaching for pots above my head or dishes above my head, and they could be heavy. These would end up moving and shifting in my kitchen cabinets. So I'm not going to say that these aren't good. They can do the job. Maybe especially if you keep these somewhere where you're not always in and out the cabinet. They're just going to sit there. But I found that these to me shifted a lot. So if you see these in the Dollar Tree, it really depends upon you and what you're using them for, whether they'll stay put. I also had some of these in my hallway closet. Using them where the towels were, and we're always grabbing towels, and I did definitely take those out of there and put the other, they have another one of these that you can use. So I'm going to end the video here because, again, I know YouTube won't allow me to upload videos if they're too long. So I'm going to have to come back to you with a part 3. I'll see you very soon.